During the campaign, were there any conversations with residents that stuck with you or shaped how you think about your role today?
Yes. So, on the council, we're apolitical in the sense that we don't favor one or the other, whether it's left or right or independent or libertarian. We make decisions as a whole based on the city and the direction that we believe the city needs to go in, our general plan and, the like, all these kind of things.
Right.
Well, as I was knocking doors, I remember knocking on a door, and there was a young lady had answered, and I introduced myself and told her what I was doing, and the first thing out of her mouth was, "Are you Democrat or Republican?" And so I thought for a second. I said, so far no one's ever asked me that because it's been apolitical,
Right.
And so I told the lady, I says, well, I'm a registered Republican, but this position is a political position. It's not a Republican ran or a Democrat ran position. And she said, well, we're Democrats, so there's nothing I can do for you. And I thought really hard about that for a second before I responded. And I said to her, I says, well, ma'am, I appreciate your position. I says, but if you have time, I'd love to talk to you about a couple of things that are important to me for the city. And you might find that we have some of the similar views on some of these issues. Well, by this time, I assume it was her husband or fiance or boyfriend or something. He had come to the door. And so they asked me about a couple of things that were important to me. And law enforcement, obviously, is number one in my heart for the citizens. We want safety and, fire as well.
Right.
And so I kind of expounded a little bit on that. And then the roadways, infrastructure, which our city does a great job as best as it can to try and fix roadways little by little as we can throughout the city. And so we talked about some of these issues. And by the time we were done discussing this, it was like a friendly conversation. And she says, you know what? Well, we'll help you out. And I think too oftentimes people get stuck in what they believe their identity is with whatever political party that may be, and forget that they're human. Again, going back to that idea that we're all American, we're all in this country.
Right.
We can work through things. My wife and I have been married for going on 28 years. We don't agree on a lot of stuff, but we've made it work for 28 years, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, people that have different political parties, they just need to talk, and that's how my wife and I get through it, right? We talk about things and we work it out. The same way we can with people that have different political viewpoints or different, standings.
Right.
Sometimes we'll agree and sometimes we'll disagree. That doesn't mean they're less of a person. It just means that we have different places that we're coming from.